in the spirit. Until we touch the word, we can't come alive. You don't fight with your suit, you fight with your dimension. And the metamorphosis of the spirit only happens when the word is revealed. Oh, foolish Galatians. They say, who has bewitched you? Who has bewitched you? If we turn from the gospel, we have entered another religion. We do business with the word. That's why we are called the ecclesia. So when we gather, it's a feast of the word. Any generation, people want to travel. Pastor said, my papa said, we are joking. I know the place of covering. I know the place of direction. But if people want to think, and we have to think for them, we have raised infants. People even come up to preach, they will not quote scriptures. It becomes a political ground. I remember Papa said this, Papa said that, Papa, and Papa is the whole message. You will never hear them say John 2:12, Matthew 4:5. You will never hear them say the Holy Ghost told me. The ecclesia can't rise like that. If the ecclesia must be born, you go check. Why do you think the sons of the bondwoman are spreading like wildfire? Most of them, when they were teenagers, they could recite the Quran. That's why they came to the UK. The UK have not changed them. They are changing the UK. Meanwhile, we came. See, you see a Christian come here. After 3 weeks, he's speaking with accent. Because that's his focus. I'm the king. I don't know what's going on. Meanwhile, you see the sons of Haggai. When they come here, they are looking at the parliament. One day we will sit there. We will make laws that will change Europe. That's how they think. You see them, when they come here, they choose one area. They buy houses there. They apply for a mosque. They are looking for a place to release incense. They put money together. They want to get one mayor. Let's start with one. After 40 years, we may have 10 mayors. We may have a prime minister. Then we will tell you why we came. We are not wanderers. We came to colonize. They know their focus. Because they have chewed the word that defines their religion so much that it governs their thought pattern. The convocation of the ecclesia. Please sit down. We have watered down church to another social gathering. And so we have no power. We have no power. A new generation must rise. There is no weak among us, so make no mistakes. There's no weak person here. There are only sleeping people here. That's why the Bible says, awake, awake, thou that sleepest. It says, Christ will give thee light. There's a life and a light that is available, but it's only for those who are awoken. But how can you awake when every day we are playing instead of legislating? The convocation of the ecclesia. Number 4, when the ecclesia gather, they gather because they want to commission men. It says, saviors shall come out of Mount Zion. Obadiah 1 verse 21. When we gather here, we want to raise functionaries that we can send to represent Jesus in different territories. This is why you can't sit in church for 30 years and you are inactive. Don't tell us when you gave your heart to Christ. Tell us the territories you have taken. You see Christian bragging. I know when I gave my heart to Christ in 1974. Oh God, what have you done for Jesus? You go check the early church. Because it's either they were commissioned or persecution spread them out. And when they traveled as messengers. They traveled as agents of the kingdom. And everywhere they entered, they took over the land. You study the book of Acts. Acts chapter 2 verse 37. Peter preached. They were pricked in their heart. Acts chapter 2 41. 3,000 was won. Acts chapter 4 verse 4. 5,000 was won. Acts chapter 8 verse 1. They were no longer winning people. They were winning territories. Philip went to Samaria. Acts 8 5. Preached Christ there. The city was filled with joy. And they sent to Jerusalem. Samaria has been taken. So they were counting men. They started counting cities. Because Jesus said, you are a city set upon a hill that cannot be hid. So a point must come when our number should be the city that we bring. So that when we, do you think in the ecclesia they count men? No, they count constituencies. You don't count men in the ecclesia. You go check your government. They don't count men, they count territories. They count constituencies. In my country, we have 109 senators. Every 3 senators is a state. So when they gather, they are counting states, not men. That's the ecclesia. So how many territories have you taken? Either in the natural or in the spirit. Because it's either you are taking natural territories or you are taking spiritual territories. See, men will rise from here that will conquer the media. That when you talk, anything you say will trend. Because that's a constituency. Men will live here that will take the academia. Men will live here that will take the mountain of music. Men will live here that will take government. So that when we gather, anything that needs to affect the media, we know where to look at. A time has come when departments should no longer be choir, ushering. No. Department should be after the order of territorial takers. So when we look here, we know these are prophets. They have the voice to the nations. When we look here, we know these are miracle workers. So if you are sick, we don't need to shut the service and attend to you. Go to that side. Anybody you touch can heal you. That's how Israel was quantified. Judah was kingship. Levi was priesthood. Issachar was prophecy. Don't leave this service tonight until you become pregnant with a territory. Don't live here. I don't come to church as another number to be counted for attendance. No. When I come, I bring my territory. I bring my jurisdiction. I bring my own space.